Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia, and this is my personal space where we talk real talk about life, feelings, and everything in between. Today, I need to get something off my chest, something I know a lot of us feel but don't always talk about, being an empath and dealing with depression. Let's be real for a minute. Sometimes it feels like you're the one everybody leans on. You're the listener, the advice giver, the one who holds it together when everyone else is falling apart. And while that's a beautiful thing, it can also be exhausting. You might be the one your sister calls when she's had a bad day, or the one your best friend turns to when she's feeling lost. Maybe you're even the glue that holds your family together, making sure everyone's okay, even when you're barely holding on yourself. I know what that feels like to smile and nod and give advice, even when inside you're just as lost, just as tired, just as in need of someone to lean on. You might feel like you have to be strong for everyone else, but who's being strong for you? Who's checking in on you, making sure you're okay, making sure you're not carrying more than you can handle? That's why I wanted to make this video, because I know there are so many of us out there who feel this way. We're the ones who absorb the pain, the stress, the energy of everyone around us. We're the ones who feel things deeply, sometimes too deeply, and sometimes it's hard to admit that we need help too. So if you're watching this and you're feeling that weight, whether it's the weight of the world, your family, your friends, or just your own heart, know that you're not alone. I see you, I feel you, and I'm right here with you every step of the way. We're in this together, and together we can find ways to lighten the load, to take care of ourselves, and to remember that it's okay to ask for help because you matter. Your feelings matter, and you deserve to be seen, heard, and cared for just as much as anyone else. Let me give you some real life examples. You know, when you walk into a room and you can just tell something's off, even if nobody's said a word, or when your friend calls you and just by the sound of their voice, you know they're having a rough day, and suddenly you're feeling down too. That's being an empath in action. It's not just about being sensitive or caring, it's about absorbing energy, good and bad, from the people around you. When your friend is hurting, you hurt. When your family is stressed, you're stressed. You might even find yourself getting physically tired or drained after spending time with certain people because you're picking up on their emotions and carrying them with you. And sometimes it's not just people. You might feel affected by the energy of a place or even by the news or social media. You might find yourself crying at a sad story or feeling anxious after watching a tense movie, even if it's just fiction. Being an empath means you're deeply connected to the world around you. You feel things intensely, and sometimes it can be hard to separate your own feelings from everyone else's. It's a gift because it makes you compassionate, understanding, and supportive. But it can also be overwhelming, especially if you don't know how to protect your own energy. That's why self-care and boundaries are so important for empaths. I've had to learn to check in with myself and ask, is this feeling actually mine? Or am I carrying it for someone else? Sometimes just recognizing that the pain or discomfort isn't actually mine helps me let it go. Other times, I need to step away, ground myself, or do something nurturing for my body, like taking a warm bath, stretching, or just sitting quietly and breathing. If you're out there and you've noticed this happening to you, know that you're not alone and you're not imagining things. Being an empath is a powerful gift, but it comes with its own set of challenges. The key is learning how to take care of yourself so you can keep showing up for others without losing yourself in the process. Now, let's talk about depression. Depression is real, and it's not just about being sad. It's about feeling empty, tired, and sometimes just numb. For empaths, depression hits different. Why? Because we're already carrying so much, not just our own stuff, but everybody else's too. But when you're an African American woman, the weight is even heavier. Let's talk numbers for a minute. According to recent studies, African American women are actually less likely to report depression than white women, but that doesn't mean we're not feeling it. It means we're less likely to seek help, to talk about it, or to even recognize it in ourselves. The National Alliance on Mental Illness reports that only 1 in 3 African Americans who need mental health care actually receive it. And when it comes to Black women, the stigma is real. We're expected to be strong, to hold it together, to be the rock for our families and our communities. Now, there's not a lot of data specifically about empaths among African American women, but if you look at our history, you'll see why so many of us are natural empaths. For generations, we've been the backbone, the ones who nurture, who heal, who hold space for everyone else. From slavery to the present day, Black women have been expected to care for children, elders, partners, and entire communities, often with little support and even less recognition. We've carried the pain, the trauma, and the hopes of our people on our shoulders. Think about it. Who was there to comfort and care for the children when families were torn apart? Who cooked the meals, told the stories, kept the traditions alive? Who held the community together during times of struggle and change? Black women. We've been the nurturers, the healers, the ones who give birth to nations, both literally and figuratively. First, let's talk about boundaries. As empaths, we have to learn to say no. It's okay to take a step back, to put yourself first. You can't pour from an empty cup, sis, but boundaries are just the beginning. Here are some real practical ways to cope, things you can do at home, at work, or anywhere you need to ground yourself and protect your energy. 1. Create a sacred space at home. You don't need a whole room, just a little corner where you can breathe, pray, meditate, or journal. Light a candle, play some soothing music, or just sit in silence. This is your safe place to recharge. 2. Practice grounding techniques. When you feel overwhelmed, try grounding yourself in the present moment. Stand barefoot on the earth, take slow, deep breaths, or imagine roots growing from your feet into the ground, connecting you to the earth's energy. Even a quick walk outside can help you reset. 3. Connect with your spirituality. For many of us, our faith and spirituality are a huge source of strength. Talking to a spiritual counselor can be a powerful way to process your feelings, gain clarity, and find tools to protect your energy. A spiritual counselor can help you understand your gifts, set healthy boundaries, and develop rituals that support your well being. They're not just for crisis moments, they're there to help you grow and thrive every step of the way. 4. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you untangle what's yours and what belongs to someone else. Try writing a letter to your emotions or just jot down what you're grateful for each day. It's a simple way to check in with yourself. You don't need a gym membership. Dance in your living room, stretch, or take a walk around the block. Movement helps release stored energy and can lift your mood. 6. Reach out to your community. You don't have to do this alone. Call a friend, join a group, or find a community online or in person where you feel seen and supported. Sometimes just knowing you're not the only one feeling this way makes all the difference. Remember, healing isn't about being perfect or never feeling down. It's about learning to care for yourself, to set boundaries, and to reach out when you need help. You don't have to do this alone. There is hope, there is help, and there is a community here ready to lift you up. So take a deep breath, be gentle with yourself, and know that you are not alone. I see you, I believe in you, and I'm right here with you every step of the way. 7. Simple self care rituals. Take a warm bath, drink a cup of tea, or listen to your favorite song. Little acts of kindness to yourself add up and remind you that you matter. If you can't afford to hire a spiritual counselor, remember, you already have so much wisdom inside you. You can start by praying, meditating, or talking to a trusted elder or mentor. There are also free resources online like guided meditations, affirmations, and support groups. Listen, if you're out there feeling like nobody gets it, I do. Being an empath and dealing with depression is hard. Some days it feels like the world is just too heavy, like you're carrying a weight no one else can see. You might feel misunderstood, overlooked, or even invisible. But I want you to know you are seen, you are heard, and you are not alone. You are strong. You've made it this far, and that's not nothing. Every day you show up, even when it's hard, is a victory. You've survived things you never thought you could, and you've kept going, even when you wanted to give up. That's strength. That's resilience. You are worthy of happiness. You deserve joy, peace, and moments of lightness. You deserve to laugh, to dream, to rest. You deserve to take up space, to ask for what you need, and to put yourself first sometimes. Your happiness matters, not just for you, but for everyone who loves you and needs you. Remember, healing isn't about being perfect or never feeling down. It's about learning to care for yourself, to set boundaries, and to reach out when you need help. You don't have to do this alone. There is hope, there is help, and there is a community here ready to lift you up. So take a deep breath, be gentle with yourself, and know that you are not alone. I see you, I believe in you, and I'm right here with you every step of the way. As we wrap up, I want to remind you you are powerful, you are worthy of deep healing, abundant blessings, and a life that feels as magical as your dreams. At the Spiritual Bombs, we believe in tradition that transforms, rituals that restore, and real talk that sets you free. Whether you're here for Reiki, spiritual counseling, or just a dose of soul truth, know that you're supported. You don't have to do this alone. If you're ready to reclaim your power, align your energy, and step into your next level, I'm here to guide you, not as a guru, but as a sister on the path. So light your candle, breathe deep, and remember, you weren't meant to just survive. You were born to spiritually thrive. If you're feeling called to work together, whether it's a Reiki session, a spiritual counseling call, or a custom ritual, my doors are always open. But no pressure, no hard sells. Just know that when you're ready, I'm here. Until next time, keep shining, keep healing, and keep knowing your worth. You are a spiritual bomb, ready to light up the world. Blessings, Julia.